This is Lilo, owned by Lilo Knudten and his son Ethan. Sit. I'm going to do some short versions of my force fetch pile drills, different drills. Sit. The key is to start out with her staying at that sit position. It's really to teach your puppy to create some patience and just realize everything isn't always on the move. Good girl. Fetch. So I'll send her on fetch. Here. Heel. Good. Drop. Fetch. And like I said, this drill is designed to kind of create control of all the mechanics on her retrieving. Drop. Fetch. In other words, send her. She understands when she gets there, she's supposed to pick it up. As she comes in, heel, come all the way into my side, sit, and maintain hanging on to it. Drop. Sit. Until I ask for her to let it go. So I'll repeat this, just to show you again. This one I'm going to do a triangle pile, which is just basically the shape of a triangle. So I create one a little deeper than the other two. And I'm not really concerned which one she grabs. Sit. Sometimes what you get is that becomes a diversion for her to want to go grab the other one. So you saw as I was walking back, Chris, how she got up a little bit and moved. Not much, about 6 inches. Heel. So I'm going to back her up. Fetch. So I never let them establish they can creep forward. Here. Good girl. Atta girl, Lilo. Heel. Sit. And there again, it's not about how fast I do this. Drop. Fetch. It's about how exact I do it. Good. Drop. Fetch. So then off of this, we'll start to go into my diversions. Heel. Where now, as she's holding, sit, I'm throwing with her with one in her mouth. Drop. Lilo. Send her on her name. If the puppy doesn't go, I back it up with fetch. Good girl here. Heel. Sit. Drop. Lilo. Off of this, we'll transition into throw over drill, which means as I call her with the finishing command, heel, I throw it. Drop. Lilo. So I'll repeat that. Heel and throw. You see her looking back. She can do that. I just don't want her running back. Hold. Drop. Lilo. And you got to gauge repetitions just kind of by the conditions as far as temperature and things like that, so you don't overheat your dog. Drop. So I'm going to go into the double drill. Sit. So I want to give her the sit command. Okay, you saw her move. Heel. So I'm going to reestablish sit with my collar. Lilo. You're going to learn more by what I do when they make a mistake. Heel. So this next time, drop. Lilo. What I will do is I give her the sit command before I throw it. I'll actually give her a nick on my e-collar on a level that's a little bit more so I know she felt it. Drop. Sit. So I just gave her a nick. It's kind of like I reached down and tapped her on her shoulder to not go. Lilo. So if you get that, Chris, just make sure the next time you do it, you always go back to establishing, that sit command first before you throw anything. Drop. Lilo. Here. Good girl. Heel. Sit. Drop. Now I had that dummy behind me, heel. So I'll just pivot, sit, fetch. Just reinforce with my e-collar that fetch command. And you can occasionally on this just throw one back out there as she's coming in. Sit, drop, fetch. There again, I'm just reinforcing with stimulation. I can control that maneuver. Heel, good, drop. And of course the fun throws, my release word from control is okay. So she knew she didn't have to sit, she didn't have to stay, I just freed her up. And on this, same thing. As she comes back into this 10-foot circle, heel, sit. That's where it ends. Drop. So if I can't control this 10-foot circle, which is actually where I start on my force fetch, I'm not going to, create, okay, back to adrenaline and just create problems. Here, should play for the Twins. She caught that one on the bounce. Heel, sit, hold, drop. Good girl. Sit. So that's Lilo, owned by the Knudten family.